I am Ajibola Ojeshola.
We're celebrating today here in Lagos. You'll find out later. I am Adebimpe Omotayo. And again, today is the official presentation of
Ajibola. I'm thinking.
Ram meat.
Live ram.
Yeah,
live ram.
Fried
yam, fried sauteed. I mean, but you even put it inside brown envelope. Oh my God.
I hope my name is not written on it.
Please
write his name on it.
Look at this.
I hope my name is not written on it.
Please write his name on it.
Yesterday said we are going to
present his live. Yes, Ajibola. So you are finally seeing your erodu.
Can I open the contents?
Why not?
Release my voice.
Ajibola, don't worry. Adebimpe, don't worry. When we take a break, he will then take a bite, and that's when we'll finally know if whether or not you are free.
Okay, Adebimpe is off the hook now. Bukola Teloko, I'm calling you out. Where's my salaram?
Jibola, you must say special thank you to Baba Adigun.
Yes.
I will.
Okay. Welcome to the show, and of course you know how we do this. Mondays through Fridays we help you start your day on this note. Of course, we'll start from with our news point for today. Cholera is still ravaging not only in Lagos but across the country, and of course that is one of the issues also on the news points today. But let's start from another very interesting conversation, which of course has to do with Ajibola.
I'm still having.
Okay, so let's start with cholera then, because again that is an emergency situation. Adebimpe, let's start with that.
Okay, federal government activates emergency center as disease kills 53. Cases rise to 1,528. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention has activated the National Cholera Multi-Sectoral Emergency Operations Center in response to the escalating cholera outbreak. During a briefing in Abuja yesterday, Director General of NCDC, Dr. Jide Idris, announced that as of June 24, there have been 1,528 suspected cholera cases and 53 deaths across 31 states and 107 local government areas, with a case fatality rate of 3.5% since the beginning of the year. And in Lagos, the state government has confirmed 5 additional cholera deaths, bringing the total fatalities to 29, with 579 cases recorded since the outbreak began 2 weeks ago.
Well, remember when Dr. Ogunyemi was speaking yesterday, she did say that they were also liaising with the NCDC and, of course, on a daily basis, the and so the WHO is also taking a holistic look at the situation. I do hope that it's not going to be another pandemic, as it were, but again, it stresses the fact that we mustn't lose guard when things like this to happen. We haven't gotten over COVID. And all of the devastating effects of COVID, and so we cannot afford another pandemic as we speak. So it is an emergency. Let us curtail it before it becomes an epidemic and then a pandemic. And so I do hope that all of the states will put all of the attention required into this particular situation and nip it in the bud.
Okay, as much as government is trying to educate the people, sensitize the people, creating awareness for all of us to be very, very careful as regards what we eat, what we drink, and of course embrace the culture of washing our hands again. The rainy season is here.
And it keeps raining every day.
And I hope that all of us will be very, very conscious, extremely conscious now. Because Adebimpe and I mentioned Suya Sports yesterday. Yesterday evening, I intentionally went to a particular sport, and Abimbola, what I saw was an eyesore, and the quality of people, they were queuing to buy the Suya.
I understand what
Those
you're
guys
saying.
were dirty.
I don't know. But I think, again, sometimes we have this perspective that once these things go through fire, or once these things, and then all of the germs and bacteria can be eliminated. But we must be very careful this time around. It is not everything that, of course, all of those things do not die like that. So we must be very careful. If we need to stay off certain things this period, it is best we do.
And the health commissioner here in Lagos, Professor Aki Abayomi, also added that most of these fatalities were caused by late presentations, in the hospital. So people should not ignore the symptoms that have been reeled out by the health practitioners. Please, once you start to feel,
once you start vomiting and you start having
diarrhea,
stomach pain.
diarrhea. Yes, please do go to the
do not
hospital.
self-medicate.
And do not self-medicate.
Do not. We can't emphasize that enough. All right, let's go to the next story this morning. Operators in the downstream oil sector of course, are calling on the federal government to intervene by ensuring the provision of crude oil to the Dangote Petroleum Refinery, as marketers now prefer to buy cheaper imported refined petroleum products rather than patronizing the Dangote Refinery. According to, of course, news report, they're also slamming the international oil companies operating in Nigeria for selling crude oil to Dangote Refinery above the global market prices, describing these as anti-country practice. Now, this is coming from Ipman. I'm going to stop reading from there, but again, two things here. Remember, I think over the weekend, Dangote, of course, a spokesperson from Dangote Refinery had cried out, saying that the IOCs were frustrating efforts of the refinery at producing local refining of crude. And here, operators in the downstream sector, especially the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, saying that one of the reasons why their members are boycotting Dangote refineries was because they were selling more expensive. And of course, they are saying they are also buying more expensive. So if you buy at an exorbitant price, why would you now lose? Everybody's out to make profit. And then they're now saying that the marketers are importing dirty fuel into the country. So all of these things, at the end of the day, it will bounce back on us, the buyers. Because if we now buy dirty fuel, our cars will be affected. So this is where the federal government also needs to step in and play that role of either a big brother or a big sister. If Dangote is also buying at exorbitant prices, you can't expect them to sell for less.
No. Okay, the federal government should step up into this particular matter. Then I do not know why international oil companies are conniving against Dangote Refinery. And, these are some of the elements that discourage people from coming to invest in Nigeria. $20 billion loan is yet to pay Julio. And the federal government is not even protecting his interest.
Again, except, of course, if there are issues that we're not privy to and why this is happening. So this is where federal government needs to step up, look into this particular situation, and help find a lasting solution to all of these issues. We cannot be refining in the country, and then we're still importing. It doesn't make sense. So what exactly are we talking about?
Nigeria is a comedy.
Makes me wonder why indigenous business does not, thrive.
There are too many bottlenecks, too many, and again, it feels like we are working against ourselves. So we tend to benefit more when we import, and then you're boosting another economy.
And that's why we're suffering from this cable network company right now.
Yes,
because we don't. Yes, because we don't have an option.
I don't know.
I'm sure some businessmen or women are somewhere around the corner, Nigerians now, who might want to invest into the same commodity markets of Dangote. But with what Dangote is experiencing now, they will keep their money and go elsewhere to set up their refinery.
Other African countries.
It is well. All right, Northwest insecurity affecting other zones. Tinubu laments in banditry. Northwest, Northwest is in Nigeria, and what Mr. President is just trying to say here is the fact that if there is a challenge in any part of the country, it's not only that particular section of the country that will suffer for it, is the entire country.
It's a collective.
That will bear the brunt.
Is a collective. Well, I just do hope that the president, of course, will match actions with words. I mean, sometimes it's okay to talk, but when you talk, what also are we saying when you're talking? We also know that, yes, a couple of positives are coming into the security sector in Nigeria, but yet we cannot go to sleep. And so Mr. President has promised that his administration will not rest on its oars until issues around insecurity and banditry are nipped in the bud. We just hope that efforts will be sustained at ensuring that these things, do not consume us as a nation, but will, make us a better people going forward.
Hopefully.
Well, we remain positive.
A bit of digression. Drama still happening in Rivers. You saw what happened yesterday.
Drama still happening in Kano.
In Kano.
Kano.
Then another drama is brewing.
Where?
In Sokoto. Although it was denied.
It was denied, but maybe that denial will also
There's no smoke without fire.
Yes, so maybe that denial will also now make the issue rest, now that it's been openly denied. And so perhaps the Sultan will be safe at the end of the day.
Hopefully.
The Vice President said it's an institution, so...
Emirates is an institution.
Let it remain so. Okay, let's go to X this morning and take a look at one of the issues trending on the X platform today. Of course, after all said and done, after all the pre-shoot pictures released over the weekend, today is the D-Day, and of course, those that got the invite will turn up for Chivido 2024.
I saw Victor Osimhen dancing yesterday when he got his invites.
Do you know, after seeing all the pictures, I was just thinking, what are the baby mamas doing?
Everybody,
that's his wife
now. The wife will be
How
there.
are they
The baby
feeling?
mamas will be
All the baby mamas. What did they do in the case of Tubaba?
It's true.
And is the wife, whether we like it or not.
Well,
I wish them well.
Exactly.
I
we
wish
can
them
only
well.
wish Choma and Davido well, and all of the online in-laws.
Are you one of
All
them?
of the online in-laws.
Are you one of them?
Me, Bao. What's my
I
own?
like Choma. I like Choma.
Everybody
a lot.
has a life to live.
I like Choma. She's been through a lot,
Well,
She's lost a
So
child.
is this like a compensation?
everybody
It
has a
shouldn't be.
story to tell.
shouldn't
Everybody
be.
has a story to tell. So
And you
if
cannot date somebody like Davido without witnessing those kind of dramas.
It's
that
not possible.
Chioma
It's
experienced.
not. I think Choma has gotten to that level where she has accepted the fact that, well, I am the wife, so let me just be the missus. And let me just, be there. I would get my due share of attention when it comes. And when the other side also comes, it's fine. It's what makes a showman showbiz. So leave Davido in his tent and